Late one night, around 2:58 a.m., Hamza was sitting alone in his small apartment, editing videos on his laptop. The room lit only by the screen's pale glow while the rest of the city slept, and although he lived on the third floor of a secure building, an unexplained feeling of unease kept crawling up his spine, as if someone else was sharing the room with him. He checked the time repeatedly, trying to ignore the silence that felt too heavy, too intentional, when suddenly his phone buzzed softly on the table, lighting up with a notification from an unknown number, but before he could read it, the screen went dark again as if it had never happened. Shaking it off, Hamza returned to his work, telling himself he was just tired. But at exactly 3 a.m., the phone vibrated again, this time longer, and when he picked it up, there was no caller name, no number, just the words, "Incoming call." He hesitated, his thumb hovering over the screen, feeling a strange pressure in his chest, and when he finally answered, there was complete silence on the other side, so quiet that he could hear his own breathing echoing in his ears, until a faint sound emerged, slow and rhythmic like breathing, but not human, as if something was learning how to breathe for the first time. Hamza whispered, "Hello?" But the breathing stopped instantly, and the call ended. His heart raced as he stared at the screen, which now showed no call history at all, as if the call had never existed. Trying to calm himself, he locked the phone, placed it face down, and stood up to get water. But halfway to the kitchen, the lights flickered once, twice, then stabilized, leaving behind an even deeper silence. When he returned to the room, his laptop screen had changed on its own, now showing a paused video file labeled with today's date and time, even though he was certain he hadn't created it. With trembling hands, he pressed play, and his blood turned cold as the video showed a dark view of his own bedroom from the corner near the ceiling, slowly zooming in on his chair, on his desk, on the exact spot where he had been sitting just moments ago. The video cut abruptly, and before he could process what he had seen, his phone vibrated again at exactly 3:07 a.m., the same unknown call, and this time, when he answered, a distorted whisper spoke his name clearly, slowly, as if savoring each letter, followed by the words, "You're sitting in my place." Panicking, Hamza spun around, scanning the room, but there was nothing behind him, only shadows stretching unnaturally along the walls. He ran to the door, locked it, checked the windows, all sealed, all normal, yet the feeling of being watched intensified, pressing down on him until it was hard to breathe. Desperate, he turned his phone off completely, removing the battery pack, placing it on the table to prove to himself it couldn't ring again. But at 3:14 a.m., the phone vibrated violently, sliding across the table despite being powered off, its screen lighting up with a live video feed showing Hamza standing frozen in the room, staring at the phone in his own hand, except his eyes on the screen were wide open and smiling, while the real Hamza felt his legs weaken beneath him. The whisper returned, now louder, closer, coming not from the phone but from behind him, saying, "You see it now, don't you?" He felt cold breath brush against his ear, and when he finally gathered the courage to turn around, he saw nothing. Yet the room felt smaller, tighter, as if the walls were inching closer. The laptop suddenly slammed shut on its own, and the lights went out completely, plunging the apartment into darkness, broken only by the glow of the phone screen still recording. Hamza tried to scream, but no sound came out, his voice trapped in his throat as memories flooded his mind. Memories of nights spent awake, staring at screens, ignoring sleep, ignoring warnings, ignoring the feeling that something watched him whenever the clock passed 3 a.m. The whisper spoke one last time, calm and satisfied. "You've been watching screens all night. Now it's your turn to be watched." When the sun rose the next morning, neighbors reported hearing strange noises during the night, but when the apartment was opened, It was completely empty. No signs of struggle, no broken locks, just a phone lying on the desk, powered off, displaying a single saved video file recorded at 3:14 a.m., showing Hamza standing motionless in the dark, staring directly into the camera, unblinking, as if waiting for the next person to press play.